What's up, everybody? Today we're going to go over how to do a tire change. So the first thing that we're going to get together is the equipment that we're going to need for it. We're going to start with the jack to actually lift the car up. You have your wrench to loosen the lug nuts. We have a piece of wood out to put in front of the front tire when we're lifting the car just because we're in the driveway. And then obviously your replacement tire. The first thing to do is to look for a spot to actually lift the car. So we're going to take our jack and look for a good spot. What you're looking for is something really rigid. Some cars have like a lip to it that will show you where to lift the car. So we'll go ahead and look for that here. Alright, so as you can see here, we lifted the jack. We found the lip. We lifted it enough to take a little bit of the travel of the suspension out, and it meets the body. You can see that it's a good spot to lift the car also. But we're going to stop right here for now. Alright, so to loosen the lug nuts, all you'll need is your wrench. This is where if you have a lock on your lug nuts, you'll need the key that's in your glove box. And you just place it in here and then use it to take off the lug nuts. This car doesn't have any locks, so we'll just need this. One of the recommended things is to do like a star pattern where you basically start at one point, go opposite of it, and just continue to do that until you have them all loose. And like I said, you just want to loosen them. You don't want to take them all the way off. It's just to break off the seal so that you don't run that hazard once it's in the air. We'll go ahead and loosen them. Alright, so now they're loosened, and we'll go ahead and lift the car the rest of the way. Alright, so we've lifted the car. You know you have enough room and you lifted the car far enough when you have a little bit of a gap of the tire from the surface. So at this point, we'll go ahead and loosen the rest of the lug nuts. Some of them might still need a wrench. Just make sure they're all loose. I guess it might also be important to note that when you're loosening the lug nuts, it is righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. If you forget your left, you can always just do the L's. remind you of your left. Also, I guess a couple quick tips. When you go to put air in your tires, also don't forget about your spare if you are going to need it. Nothing worse than needing it and then finding out that it's flat. Also try to know where your stuff is beforehand once you get your car, if it's new to you or whatever, just so that you're not on the side of the road not knowing where your stuff is. If for whatever reason you don't, you can always look at your owner's manual. A lot of times things are in the trunk, things like that. Some other really important things to have, in my opinion, is like a flashlight in case you're at night, or a poncho in case it's raining. Just a couple things to think about. And we're almost done with this lug nut. I'm going to cheat. And then we'll be able to get the tire off. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take the tire off and we'll be ready to replace it with our spare tire. At that point, we're basically just going to reverse the process and get the spare tire put on. This might take a little finessing. You just got to line up the holes here with the actual bolts that are on the brake. Go. And then you just reverse the process, put the lug nuts back on. Again, we're just going to hand tighten them, and then once the car is lowered back onto the ground, we'll tighten them all the way. Alright, so we have the spare tire put back on. I used the wrench to tighten them down just enough, nothing crazy. Important note with this is the tire actually says it on the tire itself. It says temporary use only. Make sure that if you're using a spare tire, you're using it basically just to get to your tire shop and get your tire replaced. These things aren't made to go on the highway or anything like that. Again, if you have any questions about it, just refer to your owner's manual. It'll be able to tell you the specifics on it and all that. So from here, we'll basically just go ahead and start to lower the car. Basically, things you want to look for: make sure that the tire is holding air, it's not too flat, and then that the lug nuts are on there fine. We did the star pattern to get them back on. Alright, so that's pretty much all there is to it. Pretty simple. most important things is to have the stuff that you need for it. Make sure that you check it on a regular basis so that everything is ready for you in case that you need it. Remember the flashlight and the poncho, and then it's just doing one process, reversing it, and getting the other tire on. Don't forget to like this video, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys. See you next time.